All right, guys, I'm gonna record a video on how to, well, not how to, I'm just gonna record a video on me changing the oil pan on it's an 88 L8000 7.8 Brazilian diesel. This video will work for all of them, but as you can see, it's all like rotted out. I've yet to take this shroud off. I don't know what's under it, so I'll take another video in a little bit once I get this shroud off. Right off the bat, it's not a 9/16 bolt, so I hope that helps all of you. Maybe 7/16. No. Okay. All right. Bye. All right, it's recording. All right, guys. So once you take these 6 bolts out, there's one here, somewhere there, and then one more up front. There's another 3 on the other side. You start pulling this shroud down, and why would Ford put this like sponge here? This is why the pan rots out in the first place. This is ridiculous. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this shroud down and try not to have it land in my mouth. All right, so all the bolts were hand tight, which is nice. Someone did their job last time, but this oil drain bolt, yeah, that's rounded off. It's seized. It's not coming off. So we're gonna take a small bit and we're gonna drill a hole in the bottom of the pan and drain the oil this way. So nice thing started there. Oil's starting to come out. Okay, there she goes. And now we're just gonna let this drain, you know, overnight. Make it a lot easier and a lot cleaner for us tomorrow. And then we'll get the new pan on. So we'll let this drain now. That was never happening. Dude, even if we didn't want to replace the pan, we wouldn't have been able to change the oil because this thing is seized. So
you would have rounded that and then you'd have a circle bolt to have to get rid of.
Yes. Easy out.
Yeah. Hard out.
Right? All right. Next is the exhaust. We gotta do the exhaust next.
Weld the screw to it.
All right. One thing I noticed on these L8000s is there's 2 ports for the oil drain on the new pan and the old pan, but it only uses 1, which is nice. So I only have to worry about this one now. I'm gonna take this fitting out and thread it into the new pan with some sealant, and I have the new cork from Mall, and I'll show you tomorrow the procedure for prepping a cork gasket. But I got 2 new Wix filters, and I'm gonna go to Home Depot and get some Shell Rotella, a couple gallons of it. Right off the bat, you're gonna need an adjustable wrench. There's an AN line coming from the compressor outlet down to the pan, and that's like a hard line. You won't be able to push it up out of the way, so you got to get it off both sides. And then if you come down here, I got all the bolts loose on the oil pan. They go all the way around, but I'm just using this now because I don't feel like spinning a ratchet all day. So we're gonna get the old pan off and then we'll see what's underneath. Recording?
Very good.
Alright, so we got the oil pan off. You have to drop the exhaust. You have to go up to the V-band and drop it, and the exhaust will drop a couple inches, and then that's how you get the oil pan out. Right now, brake clean stinks. I'm just cleaning the mating surface. I got brake clean. I got a sharp razor. You got to make sure you don't gouge the metal though. And I'm going around making sure everything's clean for the new gasket. Towards the back, I'm going to put RTV here and on the other side, and then the same thing for the front. But right now I'm just going around taking my time. You don't want to rush this. And we're on our way. Alright, that's good. Alright guys, so earlier in the video I was telling you about the oil pan, how only one of the drain fittings is used. So as you can see here, that's exactly what I'm talking about. There's the one, and then the second one. This one's a 10AN fitting. Now here's the new oil pan. It's a Spectra Premium with a Mall gasket, and I took super weather strip glue. It's yellow. You could get it off Amazon for like $7, and every couple of bolt holes, like one here, one here, one there, and then all the way around. I put a little tiny dab. You glue it down, it holds the gasket in place. Then I'm gonna put light coat of, you know, some sort of grease or oil all the way around, and then put it up. It has to be RTV'd here because the block has a couple of things up front, and they're not necessarily level, like the front timing cover and stuff like that. So you got to put a bead of RTV here, and the same thing going around the back, because in the back it's that two-piece rear main seal design, so you got that little seam there, so you got to put a little bit of RTV in the back. So we're gonna try to get this up into place, and I'll be back. All right, so we got the new oil pan on. Last video I took, I was cleaning the mating surface. Basically, all I did was lightly grease the cork, and then along the front of the motor here, I put RTV, and along the back, I put RTV. One person held it, another person starts some bolts, and then it can, you know, hang on its own weight. These oil filters were a bitch. We had a chain oil filter wrench and bent the handle. That's what it looks like now. It's just fucking destroyed. But we got the new pan on. We're letting the RTV set up a little bit before we start doing them in cross pattern hand tight, but it looks good, and we're gonna get the new oil filters on so that stops leaking up there. But yeah, throughout the whole process, the oil filters were the worst part.